Any others? Great.
Are you one of the artists?
I am. I'm one of the artists. I did this piece right here. So thank you for including me. My name is Rochele, and the title of this is Retrospective, the Fabric of Our Lives. And basically I was going to the root cause of some of the injustices, and it basically boiled down to me to racism and slavery. I've always been fascinated with pictures of enslaved Africans, and because it made it real to me, I guess. And in this particular picture, it's a picture of an enslaved woman with her owner. And the owner, of course, is a child, and she is this mother figure mothering this child. And I was started to think, when do you realize, or when does this child realize that that's not her mother or her mothering person, but it's her property? And that idea of, when do you realize whiteness, you know? And when do you realize blackness? And I think for black people, we realize it, excuse me, very early. I can remember it instantly when I realized my blackness and why it was a problem that I was black. But I think white people don't have that privilege of realizing their whiteness and the property that comes with that. So when you look closely at her dress, there are pictures of lynchings. And it's as if racism is so embedded in our culture that you really don't see it unless you look with a fine-tooth comb. And the fact that it's a cotton dress, and of course cotton represents slavery, I thought was really interesting to me. And then at the last minute, I decided to frame it in this African quilting, which is my great-grandmother taught me how to quilt. So it's important, quilting is important, but it's also like tying the pieces together, you know, holding these things together. And everything, almost everything we do is framed in this African experience. And so, yeah, that's it. This is a great show.
Rochele, that's an extraordinary piece. We didn't call it out, but it is amazing.
And a lot of I was going to just say that Rochele's piece was one of those where there was such a clear address to historical circumstances. And again, it's one of those, if you were to go through the show very carefully, there are a few works that do that. And so that was one of those genres, again, that we found and were really interested in. But this piece did it in really just kind of magnificent ways. Yeah. There's also a lot of play of form here. If you go and see it very closely, there are those photographs at the bottom. Yeah. So, yeah. It's so nice to see the artist. I saw you sitting there, but I had no idea.
She did stand up. I noticed that she's one of the people I was going to say, hey, you stood up. Thank you, Rochele.